What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Quite excited to make today's video. Lots of interesting stuff to talk about. As you guys know, markets open in about a half an hour from the time I'm making this video. Yesterday, we actually saw the price of the S&P 500 hit bottom support right here, which is quite exciting. So I believe that either this is the lowest point the S&P is going to fall down to, or the lowest point is going to be this bottom support at 4,086 points, and then we should start to see a correction, whether that's consolidation in here or just an immediate breakout. I do believe it's either here we're going to see a reversal, or here we're going to see a reversal and then break back through, giving us enough momentum to head up even higher. Honestly, I wouldn't even be worried if we saw consolidation, which would be ideal, and then saw a rally to the upside, because this would lower us even more on the RSI, giving us plenty of room to see a potential pump all the way out above our major resistance, which is exciting. Now, what's really cool is, for the first time in a long time, with the S&P falling downwards, we're actually starting to see these cryptocurrencies hold support. Granted that these cryptocurrencies fell earlier than the S&P. This day was the 19th, the S&P on the 19th, and then 22. So you can see this is the 19th. We had a small correction here, but every other cryptocurrency fell at a very substantial rate here and have now hit a bottom support, which we did buy in on. As you guys can see, we had a lot of consolidation. We thought we were getting close to being stopped out. It hasn't happened yet, which is exciting. And you can see we're actually starting to rebound off this. This is what was expected, anticipated, and we all waited for, because usually after major dumps, we have a ripple effect and we actually reverse back to the upside here. So the fact that we're not necessarily breaking through this is a good sign, and the fact that we're kind of starting to bounce up and repel upwards means we're starting to enter profit. Obviously, we're up here at 34 cents here when we bought in, much closer at about 33 cents here. So we do have a little bit of room of profit right now, but there's a good chance we are going to continue to scale up higher. And the reason being was because we had oversold on a lot of these cryptocurrencies, and we're now hitting bottom support, which is also exciting here. And this should allow us inevitably to reverse back to the upside, especially since the S&P has already seen a pretty substantial correction, a fall of about, let's see, 4.5% here, and you can see right now it's lowered us from overbought of 73 on the RSI down to 49 on the RSI. So there's maybe a little bit more room to head here, but with this consolidation, and even if we do pull a little bit lower, this will lower us dramatically on the RSI, and then we should be able to pump through, which is quite exciting if you ask me. Now, guys, today's video is brought to us by Magicraft, a continue and previous sponsor here on the channel. Magicraft, as you guys know, is a PvP war game, very similar to like WoW, World of Warcraft. You can level up with your friends, fight each other, earn real money through MCRT, cryptocurrency in the game. When you die, you can drop real money and items, which makes the stakes more intense, and the first real PvP castle siege player in game. I'll tell you what, I've reviewed a lot of different PvP games here and a lot of crypto games. This probably is one of the best that I've seen in regards to graphics. It's absolutely incredible to see the amount of money, time, and effort put into Magicraft. And as you guys can see here, they're advertising in what was a bear market, or what is a bear market, and that just proves to you they have a lot of interest, and they're here to stay, which is quite exciting. So more information about Magicraft and their beta testing will be at the end of today's video. Definitely stay tuned, because the graphics are insane for a crypto game, so definitely stay tuned for that at the end of this video, or you can check it out in the description early. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. Super quick, guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, I did drop a video 2 days ago, as you can see here, with the Fed screwing 75% of the middle class, and why you should start saving. 2 subs away from hitting 700 subscribers. Can 2 of you guys just go give it a subscribe? I know like 4,000 or 5,000 people watch this video. We only have 700 subs, so just go send some love. Once that hits 1,000 subs, I will be doing a giveaway, so definitely go check it out. Now, and I am dropping a video this week on that, which is quite interesting, so stay tuned for that. But moving on, as you guys can see, top 10 cryptos have been consolidating for most of the markets here, up about 0.86%. You can see 24%. Things are doing quite well. Ethereum is pretty much taking off, but everything is starting to consolidate, if not head back up, while they've been down quite substantially during the week. And that's expected and implied. So I really want to know how the S&P plays out the rest of this week. As you guys know, it really all comes down to how we're going to react over here I am very strong believer that we're not going to be breaking through that. Is it possible? Yeah, of course it is. But by the time we get down to here, we should be at about maybe 40 on the RSI, and that's probably the lowest point we're going to go to. I'd be shocked, and I mean very, very, very shocked if we break through support here and fall lower. This would send us into extreme oversold, which, again, I'm not too worried about because I do believe it will send us up in a big, pump to the upside here. But I just don't believe we're going to go that low. We just had a bullish cross on the daily, which took a very long time. The last bullish cross we had was right here back in March, end of March here. And the last cross we had, bearish cross, was May. So we had all of May, June, and July, and now in August, where we finally had a bullish cross in August here. So it's been a very long time, a very, very, very long time for this bullish cross to happen. And that means we should inevitably head up higher, which means this correction that we had here is only temporary because we need room to head up higher and we were overbought. So this is a temporary dip that should either consolidate in here a little bit, and then we should see a run back to the upside, breaking through all-time highs, and that says, hey, we bought in at a good point here. We broke bearish. We hit oversold on XRP. We hit bottom support. That's why we bought in. Yes, we had some pretty, freaky wicks, but you can see we're holding on to support very well, and from 34 cents or 33 cents, we're already at 34, and there's a very good chance we're going to continue to head up higher. So when the S&P 500 starts to reverse out of this, we're going to see XRP and these other cryptos start to reverse out of this as well and inevitably pump even higher. This was a necessary correction, not only for the S&P, but for these cryptocurrencies to head up higher. As you guys can see, we were nearing overbought, and the pullback sent us into oversold. We saw a major correction, and I mean a major, major, major correction. From the highest point that we've had at 25.2, we've fallen 17% in literally a week. So this is giving Bitcoin and these other cryptos enough room to head up higher. And the fact that we're bouncing off this support here means it should very quickly head back to the upside. Obviously, we'll switch to a short if this is broken, and we'll probably fall to 19K, but I just really don't believe that's going to happen, and I hope it also doesn't happen. Now, another reason besides the S&P is Ethereum was also retesting overbought. Not only was it retesting major resistance up here, we were retesting major overbought on the RSI. Another reason why we should expect to see correction downwards, which is exactly what happened. We had the correction, a healthy pullback, and now we should hopefully regain some stability and actually head up even higher. Regardless, there is a resistance here, and it is something to pay attention to, but I do believe that sooner than later we should be able to break out of this and start to head up. Big resistance, as you guys can see, from November of 2021, major downtrend. Another reason why we saw the price of Ethereum get rejected here. But we're going to fill in this gap, and at some point or another, we are going to break through and see a pretty substantial run to the upside, which I am paying close attention to. Regardless, I think we're very close to the bottom if we haven't already bottomed out, being 1,085. I do believe you're going to come back down at some point to retest these lows, sooner than later here. But then I think that's it. And I'm only referencing that because Bitcoin did the same thing. Bitcoin retested its lows twice before it saw a big major breakout. What I mean by that is after 2017, we had a major dump. Lowest point we hit was about $3,400. We ran back up. We went from $3,400 back to $13K. We fell again down to $3,800, and then we had a second rally. So this is very similar. Granted, from in between the times, it took quite a while. From bottom to bottom, it was about 457 days. That's a year. It's a big, big, big difference. But from the first time we hit it, it could take a while before we see the next retest, which could be back down in September, mid-September of 2023. But what that means is we've pretty much just have clearance to rally up higher, or we're going to pull back down again. So it's very possible that we're going to see, a major correction like this, but then we'll rally up and then we'll come back down and then we'll start the next rally. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I expect to see happen here. So whether or not this is the lowest point or we have a little bit lower to go, that's it. And then it's going to be full upswing for most of the cryptos after that into 2023, 2024. With that all being said, I do want to talk a little bit more about Magicraft with you though. I want to give a huge shout out to Magicraft for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Magicraft, which has been successfully audited by Certic, it's a massive war and conquest play-to-earn multiplayer game, was launched on the Binance Smart Chain with an advanced guild system, taxes, and an economy. Now, in recent news, their live beta testing will be starting soon, so make sure you have your NFT hero ready if you want to be a part of it. Now, the platform aims to disrupt the existing game game makers like World of Warcraft and Mobile Legends by providing creators true ownership of their creations as non-fungible tokens and rewarding their participation with their utility token MCRT. And unlike almost all other cryptos, MCRT has been steadily gaining traction, as you can see on CoinMarketCap. And to go with their epic Magicraft game trailer, the beta will give multiplayer combat action between friends and enemies, and it's just the start to Magicraft. They say they're going to be the #1 play to earn game, and the beta is just a tiny part of their awesome full Magicraft game due in 2023. Players may team up with each other and build clans to fight other clans on the platform, and in the Magicraft world, there are powerful castles built by the Elders. Each character has different traits, items, weapons, armor, spells, magic, scrolls, close attacks, and even poses. Now you can collect these characters as you level through your game, and you are free to trade these collectibles in the NFT marketplace, as well as in exchange for MCRT. Now their team at Magicraft aims to design a world where people explore, battle, cooperate, trade, and even earn. Magicraft even has professionals from diverse niches, such as game development and blockchain development, who collaborate to create this world that unifies both niches. Their experience and expertise on these subjects enable them to create a seamless and engaging metaverse where people can play and interact with different communities, socialize, cooperate, battle, and even earn. The MCRT token is also the native token of the Magicraft game that allows players to make purchases, earn rewards, participate in the decision-making process for the game, and also it has recently been listed on Bitmart. Now, MCRT is a fully functional multi-utility token which will be used as the medium of exchange between participation, and the total supply of the MCRT token is currently 10 billion, and the Magicraft team only owns 22% of it. Now, the MCRT token will also have the following utilities, such as revenue share via Magicraft hero staking, governance for the Magicraft ecosystem, and value capture of the Magicraft ecosystem. Also, in-game, the MCRT token can be used for the following purposes, such as purchasing of Magicraft boxes, upgrading heroes, streaming rewards, and even betting. Now, if the player wants to skip the stage of getting free heroes, battling it out, and receiving MCRT to buy premium heroes, there's also an alternative for them. The player can actually use US dollars to buy MCRT. With this MCRT, then the players can buy premium heroes and go through the above journey to indulge in battles, quests, tournaments, so on and so forth, as well as earn MCRT, level up the heroes, and climb on the leaderboard to receive rewards. MCRT is basically a functional multi-utility token which will be used as a medium of exchange between participants on Magicraft in a decentralized manner. So guys, if you want to learn more about Magicraft and even participate in this metaverse game, then check out the links in the description below. Otherwise, shout out to Magicraft for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.